All right, let's go ahead and let's identify some slopes. The line here is showing an increasing function, specifically an increasing linear function. In order to find the slope, we would like to determine the integer points, so that is the whole number, positive and negative points, from one part of the line to the next. So we want to figure out how much we must rise along the vertical lines on the coordinate plane and run along the horizontal lines on the coordinate plane to hit another integer point. We're going to say that a point is a nice integer point if it crosses through perfectly at the intersecting lines of the grid. So a place like this. So along this line, we see that there's a nice intersecting point at our y-intercept of -3. If we follow the line along, we see that this one doesn't quite cross through at an integer point. We continue to follow the line until we find another point, which doesn't occur again until we hit right up here. So to find the slope, we will determine how many vertical units we must rise and how many we must run. So we will count 1, 2, 3, 4, up. That's our rise. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, over. That's our run. Our slope is the rise over run. So in this case, our slope is up 4 units over 5. Now let's try another one. Now this line is also a linear function, but this time it is decreasing. And remember, when we read a line, we read from left to right. We would like to find the slope between this point and this point. This time, our point doesn't appear to be on one of the nice integers, but we do notice that our graph here is scaled by 2's. So looking closely, examining this, we can see this is at -3. So this is at a nice place. If we follow it down to get to this other point over here, we go down, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units to get from 7 to 1. Okay, so down 6. So we're going to say this is -6. And then across, note each of these squares is 2. So half of it is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So our run is 9. So our slope is -6 over 9. And note this reduces. If we divide both the numerator and denominator by 3, the numerator becomes 2, -2, and the denominator becomes 3. So our slope is down 2 squares over 3. Let's try it. Down 2 over 1, 2, 3. We hit the line. Down 2 over 1, 2, 3. We hit the line. Down 2 over 1, 2, 3. We hit the line. All right, let's try another type. Let's find the slope for the function shown. We assume this is a linear function. Let's find the slope. Now, just like before, we know that the slope is the rise over the run. The rise is our change in y, right? Our vertical axis. So if we figure out the change in y, that is the rise, and the change in x, that is the run, we can find our slope. So our slope is, how much change is there between -4 and 1? Well, that is a change of +5. And then in our x, we went from -19 to -10. That is a change of +9. So our slope is our change in y, right, our rise, over our change in x, our run. So 5 over 9. That is it.